some amount of like just figure this out, I'm so down.
No, I can't. My brain like panics.
Yeah.
The other one that really got me was not being able to read time.
Stop.
This makes me so fucking angry what she's saying. She is not able to read a clock, like a watch or a clock or anything. And it's not that hard. It's really not that hard.
Do we have to explain it?
Like 5-year-olds are able to read a clock. The little hand points to the hour that it is, and the big hand points to the minute. And each of them is an increment of 5 minutes, Anisa. You stupid cunt.
It's not.
This is just like, is she telling the truth here?
No, there's no
or
way.
Is this a lie?
There's no way. But like the idea you can't even learn it. Like if I sat with you, if you didn't know how to read a watch, right? And I sat with you for 5 minutes and explained it. You could go, okay, right?
I don't even think it takes long. I explained it in like 30 seconds.
I'm being literally like as generous as possible. Like I draw out a diagram and I give examples, okay? You're telling me she'd be like, no, it's not in my brain.
This is what Rex Holes is saying. He goes, can't read a clock or do basic math, but you better bet your ass she'll tell you what to do. She's like trying to flex on YouTubers, like, you've never worked a real job. I did this organizing for critics. Bitch, you can't even read a clock.
The end.
It's time to pipe down. Pipe down. By the way, they did the debate, right? They did a coverage of the debate. They had no idea what was going on. They had no understanding of anything that was being discussed. And all they could do, Anisa spent the entire time on her phone and just shoveling popcorn into her blowhole. But they'll tell you, no, you got to vote for Biden. They'll tell, oh, you got to. It was horrible. It was horrible. I couldn't even clip their debate coverage.
It wasn't good?
What do you think?
Oh, man.
Not being able to
Roswell the cat is gifted 5.
Let's go. Fuck yeah.
time on an analog.
Thank you, Roswell. And thank you, everyone, for a great before weekend streams.
Oh,
Appreciate
that's so confusing.
Which I can't do
I
at all.
know. I'm with you on that. I don't know,
What?
man.
I mean, I can,
Ian-
but
Ian can't read a clock either?
Wait.
Confusing.
which I can't do
I
at
know.
all.
I'm with you on that.
How is it confusing?
Can we just take a shovel and bash his fucking head in?
It takes maybe 5 seconds more to read the time on a watch than like seeing it digitally immediately, right? You go, okay. It takes like maybe 2 seconds. It's like, you look up, okay. Like if it takes more than 5 seconds, 10 seconds to read it's over. Shut it down. You've lost. It's like the people, people who don't know how to read a 24-hour clock.
Oh, that drives me fucking
Oh
insane.
my,
too,
you're
man.
at the airport. They're like, what do I do?
What's 13? Think about it. What's 14? Let's think about it for a fucking second, bud.
Buddy, please.
Oh, man.
Just, I always say, remove 12. When it's past 12, remove 12. That's the time.
Ah!
It's like so easy.
I don't know, man.
I mean, I can, but it
you
panics
have
me.
to spend time. People looking at an analog clock and immediately knowing what time it is.
Yeah.
I'm like, fucking how?
I know.
Like, how have you?
What do you mean? What do you mean? What? Like, is this for real? This is crazy.
I like how he tries to dunk on her and then immediately, like 30 seconds later, like exposes like how do you tell the time?
How are they even alive?
I don't
gotten
know.
that down pat.
Yeah. So there
Maybe
was
they
a
just
bunch
have
of
one.
stuff.
Yeah, I mean, probably.
Like I don't know about you, but in my school, before we had cell phones, Grandpa Worski here, right before we had cell phones, all our clocks in our classes were analog, right? Is it only me? Right, Ash?
Yeah.
It was always analog, right? And you could
It's-
always, like, that's, you know, it's like,
It was always there in every classroom. There's
Yeah.
no excuse. These guys are in their 30s.
yeah.
It's honestly scary that they walk amongst us.
It's not like even like a Zoomer who grew up on like digital clock and never
honestly,
like.
I am genuinely concerned. Like, is nobody else genuinely concerned? How do they function on a daily basis?
Negative clap. If I had the slide whistle,
But even
Because
if
I used to be able
you're gonna be so mad I bought that. By the way,
I know.
They're reading an
I
analog
should have
clock.
bought. I should have bought it.
you told me to buy it, and I was
I
like,
know,
"Yep,
I-
I already
I
paid."
did.
Bought it.
Yeah.
because those were like the most common
It's
type
more
of
of
clock.
just like a practice thing.
Yeah, like I would see them more. Like my family had analog clocks for like a big part of my childhood.
Really?
It was only whenever, like I
How
think
do you-
around like
so like he claims that at one point he could, but now his brain has atrophied and he's unable to.
Yeah.
This is like riding a bicycle. Like you can't forget this. This is madness.
Hang on, I'm just checking. Yep, slide whistle is on the way for July 6th. How happy are you, huh?
2000.
It's all downhill
Onward
from
is when
here.
like
How mad is the Amazon guy? Has to drive all the way here for a slide whistle? For a $20 slide whistle? Fuck, here's your slide whistle.
digital clocks started being a lot more common.
Mhm.
And then I just stopped reading analog clocks, and now I feel like I'm in the same boat where it's just like I look at one, I have to like actually think about it, be like, oh, where the fuck is the?
Well, yes, you do have to think. Like there is, like
Like
let
1 second of okay, it's like slightly past the 6, so it's 31. Is it 31, 32? It's okay.
Two in the hand, but I don't know. I think it's just we're not exposed to it as much anymore. It's fine. It's kind of like I don't even know how to write in cursive anymore.
Stop.
how?
What has happened to these people?
Wait, what do you mean you can't write in
Brain
cursive?
Totally rotten.
How is that possible? What do you mean? What did he mean by that?
True.
I haven't written.
I have a drawing pad here.
Listen,
I'm not
I'll
gonna
give
draw- I'm not gonna
them
write in
this.
cursive.
I'll give them this. That's at least a little bit more plausible than not being
No,
able to
it's
read the
not.
clock.
They're
I mean,
not. They're not 15. They're not fucking 20.
That's the thing. They're in their mid to late 30s. These people.
Yeah, like they grew up in school where you had to learn cursive.
Francisco has a good question. What can they do?
Yeah.
What can they do? How did this guy ever have any level of success in any facet of his life? This motherfucker, I wouldn't even trust him to run a Taco Bell. I wouldn't trust him to run a fucking hot dog cart. I'm not even kidding.
How does this podcast even happen? Range Queen asks. Yeah. How do they?
Brutality. Boogie is more competent.
Yeah.
I would sooner. I don't know if I. Well, now I
That's-
think about it.
You're about
If
to
you
say something
stuffed
crazy.
your hot dog cart with Boogie, he would eat it all. So it might not work. But still.
I'm like mad.
Cursive for
I
like
don't
20
even know how to
years.
fucking read cursive.
Yeah,
Are you? Why would
What do you mean
say
you don't
that
know?
out
What do you
loud?
mean? What do you mean you don't know how to read cursive?
Like at all?
What? No. What do you mean? Like, what do you actually mean by that?
Yeah.
Even Zoomers should be able to read fucking cursive.
Oh my god! Imagine them trying to learn a stick shift.
It's not happening.
No, they're.
How do they drive?
You throw in the clutch, it's over. What? You have to hold the clutch. Like, what's the clutch? We'll start at 1 and you clutch to 2. What? Okay.
What's crazy is They actually sat down, recorded this, knowing that they were telling the entire world.
Uh-huh.
Dane looked at it, edited it, decided to leave this in, and then they uploaded it for the whole world to see.
You cut, print, perfect.
They're like
Post.
reveling. They revel in their own ignorance and impotence to a degree that's disgusting. Like, you're mentally ill. You are completely incompetent. You have panic attacks. You can't do math. You can't read a clock. You don't eat meat. This is fucked. There's no turning this around.
This ended up being the craziest one in a long time.
I know.
Like you under like sold this, which is good.
But
It's
you
like,
wonder,
it's a
somebody in
surprise.
chat's like nailed it. Like, you don't wonder why their politics are the way they are. They're like, please, government, take care of us. Please. Our parents don't want to do it anymore. Take care of me, daddy, government. Please.